when this family forgave me in this magnitude, I realized that there were so many things that I had been bitter about as well. And so how did I get to a place where I was going to be willing to forgive my father and my mother, really? Because I had attached that traumatic, that hurt, that wound. So many of my negative choices had came from, I believe that was the initial, when things began just to spiral. But I realized that beginning to forgive my father, a reason I didn't want to forgive people, I think sometimes the reason we don't want to get to that headspace is because if we do begin to forgive and to begin to feel and to navigate that, and when I say feel, it's not just the feeling of the anger or the rage. A lot of times we don't want to expand the moment because it's so uncomfortable. So it's easier to pick an emotion and to settle on it, which for a lot of us is anger or hate or just bitterness when things happen to us, and that's a natural kind of inclination. But, being willing to feel and not just feel the anger or to categorize it into a place that you don't want to assess, so this is who you are at that situation, they were willing to process through that. And I realized that with my father, the reason I didn't really want to forgive or let things go at times because I thought it was going to justify what had happened to me. And sometimes we think when we forgive people, we're signaling it was okay for what experience I went through with you or it was caused because of you. And I realized just because I forgive, it doesn't justify and give the green light for what happened in our past is okay. But what it does do is allows you to really begin to use that place to process and to bring a healing there that honestly the anger and the rage are never going to fully develop what you really could experience from that moment. And it's uncomfortable and it's fearful. And sometimes, we have to wrestle with right and wrong. But the truth is forgiving somebody doesn't justify or make right what had happened. But what it does do is it allows you to get to a place of emotional and social maturity. Because one of the challenges I think we face in a culture is that we at young ages are being exposed to how the world operates because of technological advancements and how much everything's at our fingertip. We are at a faster pace being exposed to things. And just because we are being exposed to more things, it doesn't mean that I have the emotional or the social ability to process the exposure. And so there's so much what I just kind of shared in that, but I think it was just a place to bring it all the way back, is I knew it was going to be uncomfortable. I had to get to a place that I knew it wasn't justifying it. But honestly, I knew there would be healing in this place.